If you take a look in the right-hand corner there, this Portland Andy, he does a pretty good live stream every day. He does content, etc. But you see all those people out there right now? They're protesting. Portland, the Chop, Wilmington, Denver. Okay, let's not steal his stuff. But you see what I'm getting at here is that everyone's protesting right now. Some are wearing masks, some aren't. I guess that's fine. But apparently, if you protest, that's good. Or if you're rioting, that's good. You're looting, that's good. According to the media, of course, not me. I would never say that would be an appropriate response to anything. However, the minute you gather in a group of 12 people or more, or 10 or more in New York, that's illegal. Why? You can go out and protest. That's fine. But you engage in commerce with free-thinking individuals who are on their own accord, that's bad. Get a haircut, that's bad. Burn down a building, that's good. Imagine what's the word I'm looking for here? I think I used it before. It's called, oh yeah, hypocrisy. Yeah. Now, this article came out yesterday. There's a double standard from politicians and the media with protest and coronavirus. Now, if you don't understand that fact, in my opinion, then you're not really listening. Let's continue. Governor Andrew Cuomo, that's fine by me, threat to shut Gotham back down is garbage and he knows it. How can he be, or Mayor Bill de Blasio, justify penalizing for anyone drinking or dining in the streets when they all but cheer people protesting? We have received 25,000 complaints of reopening violations, Cuomo tweeted on Sunday, mainly from Manhattan and the Hamptons. Lots of violations of social distancing, parties in the street, restaurants and bars, and ignoring laws. Enforce the law or there will be state action. Woo, state action. Bars or restaurants that violate the law can lose their liquor license. Cuomo bragged that he personally called some businesses he saw in the news to chastise them. How about the organizers of hundreds of people who marched through the city, gathered in parks, laid down in Times Square? Did he show that concern? Short answer is no. As for yanking the license of bars and restaurants that attracted the misbehaving crowds, de Blasio won't order the police to arrest anyone for violating the guidelines, not after the first weeks of lockdown, when that resulted in racially disproportionate, and there it is, not after arrest numbers. So how is a bar owner supposed to achieve what the cops can't? Especially again given protests that see far riskier behavior, larger and more packed crowds of complete strangers shouting at the top of their lungs. De Blasio had been warning that the protests could spread the virus, but after finding himself under attack from his left, he's again flipped. Over the weekend, he spoke at one demonstration, maskless. Plus, City Hall has told its hundreds of new contact tracers not to ask people who test positive for the virus if they recently protested. Then why even have this job as a contact tracer? That's just willful blindness and the evident effort to conceal the demonstration's role in COVID-19 spike. This when growing evidence suggests that crowded super spreader events may explain up to 80% of all cases. Super spreader events. Of course, the national media have been largely silent over the protest's potential health impact. Just wait. Even as they're having fits over President Trump's plan to hold a rally June 20th, which we get into the final segment. Next, if protesters can march, why can't businesses open? This is from June 2nd, all but 2 weeks ago. Essentially, it's like this. New York is still a full 5 days away from entering phase 1. This will open up only if some industries like construction and manufacturing and retail on a pickup basis only. Construction, manufacturing, pickup basis? How do you do that? Many business owners are wondering if they'll have business left to open when their turn finally comes. Most likely not. Few business owners I spoke to would let me use their name or their businesses for obvious retaliation. Several told me that they're afraid of retaliation by a government that has full control of their fate. They feel that criticizing any part of the reopening plan can have them targeted for shutdown when they don't get to open. Or they do get to open. An owner of a chain of preschools that regularly provide services to over 500 families across the state told me how impossible it's going to get a clear answer from the state about the future of his businesses. Now, understand this is when all these protests were going on. Let's go and come down to here and talk about what I just mentioned. On Sunday, as protests continued in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, a video circulated online of a city sheriff just a few avenues away giving tickets to open stores on 13th Avenue in Brooklyn. None of this makes any sense anymore. The jig is up. The lockdown is over. Our elected officials just need to catch up. And look at it like we see now. 2 weeks later, they're still pumping out the same goddamn narrative that you can be in a huge frickin' crowd yelling at the top of your lungs, spitting and throwing firebombs. That's cool. But you open up your business to get the economy going, to get your life back on track. Screw you, you don't get to, because these chuckleheads have decided that you don't matter because the only thing that matters is the narrative, the politics of everything. This is from yesterday. New York could roll back reopening if coronavirus restrictions violated, Governor Cuomo says. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo warned people on Sunday night that high violations of COVID-19 restrictions could cause the state to roll back its opening. Once the U.S. epicenter of the pandemic, New York State has made a major turnaround such as its edges towards fully reopening, with just 23 deaths announced on Sunday. At the news conference, Cuomo praised the achievement by New Yorkers, but said the numbers could change in a week. It is our behavior, nothing more and nothing less, that determines the future of reopening, he said. There have been reports from across the state of social distancing violations, large gatherings being held, and people not wearing masks. Cuomo said 25,000 complaints have been filed against businesses for violating the reopening plan. Manhattan and the Hamptons are the leading areas in the state with violations. If we have a number of high violations of the policy, which is a tantamount of a high likelihood of the spread of the virus, and the local governments are not monitoring policing, doing the compliance, yes, there's a very real possibility that we would roll back the reopening in those areas. The only alternative would be to pause the entire reopening. He said the state is watching for a spike in numbers.
Large gatherings.
And finally, the coup de grace, to what much I say. Tulsa attorney file lawsuit over worries Trump rally could be the super spreader event.
Large gatherings.
Interesting that they should say that, but you have other super spreader events that happened and are happening right now as we speak, or as I speak. Interestingly enough, this is the same lawyer that was on the Stormy Daniels side of the legal aisle, if you will. And it makes perfect sense that this knucklehead would step up and say something, but not say anything about anything else, like this going on. But hey, why let my opinion, get in front of his, I guess, evidence to suggest? But let's read on. Tulsa, Oklahoma attorneys Clake Brewster and Paul DeMuro filed a lawsuit Tuesday afternoon to compel the BOK Center's operator to use the coronavirus safety measures for Saturday's rally with President Donald Trump. They said they worry about the large rally. You don't give a crap. You guys are far leftists, and most of the people who are going there are going to be on the right side of the political aisle. Probably most likely right of Lenin, Stalin, and Pol Pot, but let's not get that muddied in the waters there. You don't care. You just want to, Poke the bear. They said they worry about large rally becoming super spreader event
large gatherings,
and want venue management company ASM Global to mandate the use of face masks and social distancing rules for all the rally attendees and for the people working at the BOK Center that day. It's amazing that they worry about that, but they didn't worry about these other things going on, such as this. But you get what I'm saying. They said this isn't about trying to get the president's rally canceled, really, but it's an effort to slow the spread of COVID-19. The Tulsa Health Department has reported a spike in COVID-19 cases with a single-day high of 89 new infections reported just this week. No reports on deaths, apparently. Brewster has a history with Trump. He does. He's a trial lawyer and represented adult film star Stormy Daniels in her lawsuit against the president. Daniels said in an interview with CBS News that she threatened to stay quiet about the affair she had with Trump in 2006. Again, what does that have to do with all that's going on? Tulsa ABC News 8 doesn't. The BOK Center released a statement Tuesday evening. BOK Center is operated on behalf of its owner, the City of Tulsa, and the Tulsa Public Facilities Authority in accordance with applicable rules, regulations, and protocols. The Oklahoma Open Up and Recover Safely Hours guidelines, under which entertainment venues reopened as May 1st, 2020, indicate that business owners or local officials should determine event configurations. Government officials have advised that the campaign rally as planned is consistent with the guidance of our plan for entertainment venues. However, in the event that the governing authorities impose new restrictions, we will notify the event organizers immediately. Brewster says they requested an expedited hearing for Thursday, but that has been denied. Good. The lawsuit is still pending, and no hearing date has been set. So, let me just boil this down in the last 13-ish minutes here. The hypocrisy on the left is palpable. You taste it, and it tastes sour. You got doomcops like Bill de Blasio and Andrew Cuomo out there saying, no more than 10 people, you can't open your business up, but you can
large gatherings,
firebomb, I don't know, a pet cemetery. That's okay by me because it's reasons and racism and stuff like that. You can do that. You can protest in the streets. You can spit on the ground. You may or not wear a mask. We want you to, but we're not going to stop you. But we're going to ticket other people down the street that are holding a barbecue because, they're not protesting. Because the narrative matters, I guess. If you're protesting the correct political ideology, if you're protesting the correct political cause, then everything is peachy keen. You can do whatever you want. The minute you protest on the right-hand side of the political spectrum, again, right of Pol Pot, Lenin, and Stalin, you're bad. The hypocrisy on the left holds and has no bounds. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoy my content. Thank you.